is it, the ultimate game in this college football season. Two teams that have battled through a long regular season, thrived in this 12-team playoff bracket, overcoming adversity along the way. And now, two teams battle for that gold championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side will have their dreams come true? Good evening and welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, site of this year's national championship game. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's time to get this national championship game underway and crown a champion. Kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. He'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets him down. Not much gained on that return. Keeping it on the ground here.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Here's the second down play. Short pitch and catch to the tight end. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
That one play has flipped field position. A first down to the opponent's 44. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Jordan. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw to the left. He makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
And the Ducks churn out another first down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking for the wide out. He's got a receiver wide open here. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
And the Ducks looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw again. He finds his man. Touchdown, Ducks. They draw first blood in this national title game. In a national championship game, you cannot do a better job of setting the tone immediately, Kurt.
Well, it's the biggest game of the year, so you've got to bring your best. On the opening drive, the offense did just that. That's how you get this thing started.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? From the shotgun, here's an inside give.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Tries to get it to the running back. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Chris, sometimes the quarterback's just trying to find the open guy and get him the ball. It's exactly what he's able to do here. Found a way to pick up the first down.
And the Aztecs starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quick completion to the tight end. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Ball handed off. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, the defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel to understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver, and they just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
A completion sets up a second down play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. The quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Shotgun formation here on third down. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State, as they answer with their first score of this title game. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Getting set. Here's second down. Looking for a receiver. Calls incomplete. Broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Chris, anytime a receiver runs around, he's looking to create separation for the quarterback to give him a nice target. That's always what you're going to see anytime you have a successful route. What we just saw here, complete opposite. They're lucky that ball was just knocked away.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Lets it fly to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it brings up a fourth down. Ducks will come to the line on 4th down, looking to keep the drive going. 4th down, he's throwing for it. Pressure is coming. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a 1st down. Great play.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receiver's past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that 1st down.
The Ducks looking to keep this drive rolling. First down, looking to throw the ball. Running back has it on the screen now. And he goes down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yardage on that pass play.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield to rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Jordan. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the 1st down.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that 1st down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
The Ducks will look to convert here on 4th down. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Looking to the end zone. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
The San Diego State offense on the field now. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. And somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. The quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. He hands it off from the gun. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. They're going to run it here. They stop him right at the 24.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And he finds the running back in the flat. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
And now the handoff. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you...
They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. On the left side. It's incomplete. There is a marker down on the field. Let's check out that call. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Tough spot. The offense has to convert the 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Lets it go quickly. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
The Aztecs line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And the receiver's got it. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime. Completion good for 1st down yardage for this offense. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looking deep downfield with the left. And makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a 1st down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
That huge play sets up a great opportunity. 1st and goal just outside the 5. He'll hand it off. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aztecs. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Running out of time in the pocket. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, That's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for his back. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Finds his man. It's Presley. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
2nd down play coming up. Toss play to the outside. Running with purpose. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
But I feel like they call that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Deep shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete. The defense rises up and gets the stop against this very efficient 3rd down offense.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board, and now the offense has a chance to kick a field goal by that missed opportunity and dropping that interception.
The offense will go for it here on 4th down and 3. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, San Diego State.
So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Backed up 2nd and long at the 17. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining third and very long, looking to throw. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now a big decision coming up here on fourth.
The Ducks will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. No fair catch, looking to return this punt. The returner is brought down. There is a flag on the field, so we'll check out this call. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Looking to throw it on first down. On the move now. He's got a first down and more. Great effort there to get points before halftime, but they stop him short of the goal line. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Ducks will kick this away to start the second half. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Here comes the San Diego State offense back out there. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on first and 10.
Again, makes it second and medium.
Effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. And he'll set up to throw. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Oh, and he's ruled down right there. They lose yardage on that play. And the Aztecs will have to kick it away.
Good job here by the defense on third down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. The Aztecs offense back on the field now. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. First down, looking for more now. He's stopped, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Touchdown, Oregon. A defensive score in the title game, and this place is coming unhinged.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. Quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. The San Diego State offense on the field now. They have got to bounce back on this possession after going to pick 6 last time out here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. How's the spin move? They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Makes the catch downfield. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. With the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver. Look at this result. Some positive yards.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Tries to get it to the running back. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
The incompletion makes it second and 10 from the 38. Second down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it in the open. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, San Diego State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the point after is right down the middle. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
Some strong run defense there makes it second and 10 now from the 25. They look to throw it here on second down. Grabbed by the receiver.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what will be the play call?
The Ducks will line up to boot it away. This will be his 4th punt. It's a fake. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete on the fake. He was wide open, but the punter missed him.
Yeah, they try to catch him napping here, but let's give credit to the return team. They were able to force that incompletion. But I like the call, but the execution most definitely could have been better.
Here comes the San Diego State offense back out there. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And the broken tackle there produces a solid game.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Short now for the offense for the +25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Force out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Offense will keep it on the ground here.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Big throw caught on the left side. Defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. San Diego State has the lead here, Kirk. So 3 quarters complete in this battle to crown a national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the game summary so far. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, the struggles continue for this quarterback in this offense, just not quite able to find a rhythm. Now we got a 4th down. You're down multiple scores, and the time is really becoming a factor.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Looking for a man deep on the right side. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Touchdown, Ducks. This offense cannot be stopped.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. Fourth down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. What I love to see is he not only picks up that first down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for the touchdown.
31, 21.
The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Aztecs offense back on the field now. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Two backs now flanking the quarterback. Same tailback, another carry. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. There's the handoff. Breaks free. Has the first down and more. We finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
The Aztecs begin a new series here, 1st and 10. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
It's a draw to the back. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And after the miss, they're still leading by 10. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Pass tipped to the line of scrimmage. That's a great play by the defense.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down after a short gain there. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding.
And it's hauled in way downfield. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
One explosive play has set them up at the opponent's 40. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Second down after that previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Looking for his big tight end. Grab down the middle. It's Jordan. And the Ducks will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw it again. Big man finally brought down by the quarterback. That was a tough assignment. Critical third down play for this offense right here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. He's got it right near the end zone. And it's a touchdown. But wait, looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. And the Ducks trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He escapes the pocket. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
I know this guy believes in his receivers, and I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there. But throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
See if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Looking for a man. Launching one to the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Oregon. Well, they had to have the score, but now, Kirk, national championship on the line. They got to get the ball back and score again.
You love to see the fight in this team. They're not giving up. They know what's at stake. They're trying to win this national championship, and with that score, they've got a shot. But now, really, it comes down to catching a break on the onside kick. The ball has to bounce right, and somehow you've got to recover it to give yourself a shot.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. game here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Right at the line of scrimmage. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. A national championship right in front of them if the offense can keep the football away here. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. The throw complete to the running back underneath. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
And that knee should do it. We have our national champions. For the last team standing at the top of the mountain for national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play.